Incredible flavours, even better stories. One pour, 10 minutes. Aussie bourbon lovers sharing bourbon with Australia.
Oh, good pop.
I got
Really
a
good pop.
What are you drinking tonight, Dave?
Tonight is a Blanton's Gold. So Blanton's is that bottle with the horsey topper.
Yeah.
But this horsey topper is gold.
I know. It's super fancy.
Show the nice people on the YouTube channel.
Look.
There you go. Have a look at that.
I know.
Gold. So you know how you collect them and you put them on the stave or whatever? Well, this one is...
Yeah. This one's a little O underneath the back foot.
Yeah.
Blanton's Gold.
Cheers. Now go on, ask the question that you want to ask, because...
What makes a Blanton's Gold different to the regular Blantons?
Well, do you remember what makes a Blanton's Green different to a regular Blanton's?
It's like a single barrel?
No,
Or from
all Blantons
like-
are single barrel, yeah. That's like their thing.
Yeah,
Blanton's
that's
is-
what Blanton's is.
Yeah.
But I don't know what makes a gold one different, Dave.
No, do you remember what the green one is? Do you know why
Oh, the
it's
green one. Yeah, the green one's Australian.
The Australian one, and it's 40%,
Yeah.
80 proof.
Yep.
A normal Blanton's is
About 90 something.
93 proof. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
great.
close.
Well,
So the gold. let me
before we
guess.
get into it, yeah, well, you see, I said, what are you getting? See if you can tell from the flavours.
Sticky Dave
That'd be so
pudding.
Caramelly,
Oh, yum.
vanilla-y, pecans, buttery goodness.
Very buttery.
Buttery, desserty, like a crumbly crust.
I'm sitting at my kitchen table at home as a kid eating sticky Dave pudding with lots of sauce. Oh, my goodness, that smells delicious.
And that mouthfeel is very velvety and delicious and good. Oh, yeah. Yep. My sister used to work at the Cheesecake Shop, which is a cheesecake shop. It's one of those companies that's
pretty
named
obvious.
as it is. But she used to bring home what was called damaged stock. So if they dropped a cheesecake or if something happened to
She
something,
accidentally bumped one
they
off.
discount. They put a red sticker on it and
Yeah.
you get it cheaper because no one's going to take that to a birthday party.
And this reminds you of cheesecake?
No, they had a product called a pecan pie. Or pecan, butter pecan is a it's a flavour of ice cream. And I suppose this would be a bit butter pecan.
Yeah.
But a
you
pecan
definitely get that. I
pie.
can see that, like the nutty kind of
I
nose.
need there to be a cheesecake shop open right now that I can go and get a pecan pie and eat it because the crust on that freaking thing was
Would
so
go really good with this.
Oh, it was good.
So if you're going to drink a Blanton's Gold,
Oh, my goodness.
Dave recommends with a pecan pie.
Oh.
I'd go sticky Dave
I
pudding
mean,
still.
this is pretty delicious. I've got 4 things I need to tell you about that I learned today. 4 different things that are new.
New things.
I woke up this morning and I didn't know these 4 things about Blanton's Gold, and I want to
There
tell
you
you
go.
them.
They say you learn something new every day, Dave.
I learned 4 things.
Well, now I'm going to learn 4.
The first one is about what makes Blanton's Gold different because I had to Google it because I knew it was more expensive because I bought
Well, that's a fact.
I bought Blanton's Gold as a gift
I already knew
for
that fact.
our friend Kane
Yeah. We've also been
for his
given it as
birthday.
a
I think he
gift,
turned
a very
21
generous gift.
recently, and I got him a Blanton's Gold, and I knew it was considerably more expensive than normal Blanton's,
Yeah.
but I didn't know what the actual difference was. So I Googled it.
Okay. Tell us. Difference number 1.
It's actually 1 and 2 because the first part of it is that it was made for Japan. The first Blanton's Gold was made for Japan.
As in they made it gold.
And it was the second only expression of Blanton. So Blanton's existed normally, the one that you know with the beige label, handwritten thing. It's all still the same thing, single barrel. Elma
And
did this thing.
Yeah, they put the little, like, which
Horse.
Rickhouse number 3,
Oh, yeah.
Warehouse H.
So it's not a Rick House number 3, it's Rick number 3. So it's
Rick.
Yeah, that's what Rick it's on. And then when it's dumped and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, they do all that, yes. But the other thing, so that's 1, and then number 2 is that
Oh, it tells
it's
you the barrel number and everything.
103 proof instead of 93 proof. So it's 10% or 5%, 10 proof higher.
Higher than a regular Blanton's.
Yeah, so it's a richer, theoretically a richer flavour, less water, all that kind of good stuff that they add to make a thing. So that's the difference. Which
Well, that's
doesn't
2 differences.
seem that, but it doesn't seem that exciting. But also the price tag is different.
Yeah, well, it's high proof
And
and it's
harder
got a
to get.
fancy gold label.
Fancy gold label, written on
and
with gold
harder.
pen. And I don't know
Yeah,
if
they've
it's
written
just
on with gold pen.
this bottle, but it's jolly good.
Oh, it's really delicious.
Okay.
It's very desserty.
There's so many things that I love about bourbon, but one of the things that I really have liked about drinking Blantons and all the other single barrel expressions that have followed thereafter,
Yeah.
since Almatile did this thing, is that there's a real purity to drinking a single barrel knowing that it's the thing. Nothing else has happened to it. They did this thing where they took 3 ingredients,
Put it in a barrel.
kind of cooked it and, distilled it and then stuck it in a wooden barrel and left it
in
there
a warehouse.
for bloody ages.
And then it came out tasting like that.
Into a thing. They put it past these bits of cheesecloth or whatever to take the chunky stuff out, and then they put it in a bottle, and here it is in my glass now. That's all they've done. It's all they've done. And how on earth it tastes
that
this
good.
bloody good is confusing.
But I like the fact that when you get it from a single barrel, that like if you really love this particular bottle, that the next one might not taste exactly the same.
You can go to Dan Murphy's and not get something anywhere near as good as that, or something better.
Yeah, and I think I like that adventure about it. But it does get sad when you find one like this that is really particularly delicious, and then you know that once that bottle's gone, it's gone.
But do you think that's sad, or do you think that's part of the
I think
fun?
it's exciting, but I do get a little bit sad when it gets close to the end of the bottle.
Okay.
Luckily, we just opened this one, so we're a long way from the end.
My other 2 facts are less scientific and more story-based.
Tell us, fact number 3, Dave.
I think I'm going to tell the next one as a... okay, all right, I know which one it is. At the end of Prohibition... No. Let me begin with this one. Warehouse H is very famous because everyone who loves Blantons and all the memes about you got any Blantons and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Blanton's is so, everyone loves it, and Whiskey Noobs does these things where he does blind tastings, or he did them a while ago. Blind tastings is it which one's Blanton's and is it better than Blanton's, or which whiskey you can get that's better than Blanton's. It's a huge thing.
Yep. It's much easier to get here than it is in the US.
Hugely easy to get in Australia. You can walk into a lot of Dan Murphy stores and other liquor stores here and get a bottle of Blanton's off the shelf. In the US, very hard to do.
Yep.
And it's kind of like comically hard to do. Warehouse H, where Blanton's comes from, is very unique because of the way that it's made. At the end of Prohibition, like at the end of COVID here, there was a shortage of stuff, right? Prohibition was a big, a trying time for the bourbon industry. I mean, COVID was trying for every industry here, the world over. But at the end of Prohibition, everyone needed to make whiskey all of a sudden. Or the people who could still make whiskey wanted to make whiskey all of a sudden.
Well, everyone was like, we can do it now. Let's make lots.
Let's go. So they all needed to get their operations back in order, and one of those things is to build or rebuild rick houses that have been torn down or used for other stuff or whatever it was.
Yep. Oh, so there's a shortage of supplies.
Correct. So what's a rick house usually made from?
I would say wood.
Yes,
mostly,
or there's some that are made from.
Yeah. Is it stone?
Yeah.
Like
I think often bluestone and stuff like that, or bricks and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean the ones.
Something that keeps the cold in and the heat in, so that it stays nice and hot. And nice
effectively, it's just a big warehouse, isn't it? But there's the old ones out at Woodford Reserve. I think they're bluestone. They're probably a different. Anyway, they look like bluestone, but anyway, big old sheds.
Made of stone.
Made of stone, made of wood. I'm sure
but not Warehouse H.
Warehouse H isn't the only one in the whole world that's this, but it is specifically made of
metal.
It's made of metal. So it's like a tin shed. And Colonel Alfred B. Blanton said that he felt like it was creating the most pleasant expressions of his bourbon, because he feels like it's almost the best. Obviously the bourbon tastes the best, but he kind of figured that it was the closest it would get to being exposed to the elements, because in the afternoon, the temperature in there reflected what the afternoon temperature outside was. Obviously, depending on the day.
If you've ever been in a tin shed, it gets very, very hot on a hot afternoon and very, very cold on a cold afternoon.
But it cools quickly, right?
Yeah, it does.
So you get the fluctuations probably a bit better.
If it's cooling down in the evening, the shed will cool down quickly. Whether a stone one would hold that heat in. And
Kentucky gets those huge fluctuations. When it's freezing cold or in a snow or whatever, it's going to probably get the extremes of outside closer than a wood or a stone brick house.
Metal help with delicious flavour?
What? Please don't ask me. I've got no idea. But this is kind of what he's saying. Anyway, so there you go. Made of metal. Warehouse H.
4 fascinating facts.
No, that's only 3.
Oh, that's only 3. I can't count.
Number 4.
2 sips and I can't count.
Colonel Alfred B. Blanton's name has a hidden secret.
Colonel Alfred.
His middle name starts with a B, and his middle name.
I've got a guess, haven't I?
No. It was Bacon.
Beatrice?
Bacon. Colonel Alfred Bacon Blanton.
Bacon.
Easily the finest middle name of all history.
Wow, I'm really glad you didn't know that was a name you could legally name people before we had kids.
Our son Henry would have been Henry Bacon Collins.
Henry Bacon. Oh, no. Wow. Are you a little bit jealous of the fact he's got the name Bacon in his name, Dave?
Mm.
I was going to say,
Proud
is it
as well,
bourbon?
though. No, it's not bourbon. Bacon, but bacon and bourbon go well together.
Well, I think I'd go a dessert with this one.
I think I'd just go more of that. That was so good. Although, if there's any cheesecake shops open, I'm heading out to get me a pecan pie. I don't have very much left in my glass, but let's still cheers.
Cheers.
Here's to anyone whose name is Bacon. To you out there, have another bourbon and a bacon and a pecan pie.
And some Blantons.
Thanks for listening. Make sure you're connected with us on TikTok, Instagram and YouTube, and stay connected with us by clicking subscribe on your favourite podcast app.